Man, I'm gonna have like
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
2 or 3 videos to upload like back to back across 3 different days. This is gonna be lit.
Into an open garage, shutting the door softly behind herself.
Oh man, and I'm not doing a very good job at commentating. I am doing horrible at this. I might as well just start doing a no commentary.
The hunter turns and aims. Peter slams down, knocking the hunter out.
Get inside. Stay quiet.
He's heading for the construction area.
Peter bounds away.
He's up ahead in that new construction. Left stick up, plus, cross button, squeeze through. Square button, take down. Triangle button, push toy.
MJ pushes a small tractor into trash cans.
I think Pete went this way. Square button, take down.
Holy crap, how is he that fast?
Use distractions to split up groups of enemies. R1 button, throw. Use distractions to split up groups of enemies. Left stick up, plus, cross button, squeeze through. Square button, take down. Triangle button, push toy.
MJ pushes a small tractor into trash cans.
Get the reporter.
That was probably a bad idea. So let me not do that again.
Easy.
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals. He's up ahead in that new construction. MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals. I think Pete went this way.
There she is.
Square button, take down. Use distractions to split up groups of enemies. New construction. L1 button, aim distraction. R1 button, throw. L1 button, aim distraction. Resume.
Okay then.
Circle button. Dodge into cover. He's up ahead in that new construction.
If he comes back this way, make sure you do not hit him with more than 2 balls. He's changing.
Left stick up, plus, cross button, squeeze through. Square button, take down. Triangle button, push toy.
I'm on it.
Square button, take down. Square button, take down.
Really flush the smoke.
Okay, so maybe I do need to distract them.
I think Pete went this way. Use distractions to split up groups of enemies.
Looking into it.
L1 button, aim distraction.
Make this easy.
L1 button, aim distraction. Square button, take down.
Pete's up ahead in that new construction. Hope Pete's still behind there.
Triangle button. Open door.
MJ steps through a garage door and kneels behind a pile of construction supplies.
Well, he's definitely behind there.
Peter's symbiote arm launches a hunter from a second-story window.
How do I get to that house?
My hunters, you have been stalked by that woman this whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find him,
Square button. Takedown.
we'll be nearby. Bring them both.
Square button. Takedown.
Nice try, Red.
How do I get to that house?
Use distractions to split up. R1 button. Throw. Use distractions to split up groups of enemies.
You have been stalked by that woman this whole night as you tracked the spider.
Square button. Takedown.
I will find the girl.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
My hunters, you have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to achieve her
woman
goals.
this whole night as you tracked the spider.
That plan backfired spectacularly.
That'll show her.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
My hunters, you have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or avoid
that
enemies to
woman
achieve her
this
goals.
whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find him,
Stand by. I'm en route.
Square button. Takedown.
be nearby. Bring
That's enough of that.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
my hunters. You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to
woman
achieve her
this
goals.
whole night as you tracked the spider.
I hustle.
When you find him,
Oh.
You're not here.
be nearby. Bring them both.
That'll teach ya.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
My hunters. You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to
woman
achieve her
this
goals.
whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find him,
Reporter!
he will be nearby.
Checking it out.
Bring them
Found the girl.
to me.
Square button. Takedown.
Ow.
Sleep tight.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
My hunters. You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to
woman
achieve her
this
goals.
whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find
Square button. Takedown.
Ah. So I think I'm gonna have to draw them all. Split them off. Split them
How
away.
do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
my hunters. You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to achieve her
woman
goals.
this whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find him, she will be nearby. Bring them both to me.
Go look.
Crap.
Her position.
Square button. Takedown.
He's over there. Nice try, Red.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
My hunters. You have
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
For her.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
my hunters. You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to
woman
achieve her
this
goals.
whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find
You're not
him,
hiding from us.
she will
You won't survive this.
Got her. Easy.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
my hunters. You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to achieve her
woman
goals.
this whole night as you tracked the
Stand by.
spider. When you
Square
find
button.
him,
Takedown.
There's the bruja.
she will be nearby.
Stand a chance.
Gosh, dang it.
She's out cold.
How do I get to that house?
MJ can disable or avoid enemies to achieve a goal.
My hunters. You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or avoid
that
enemies to
woman
achieve a
this
goal.
whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find him, she will be nearby.
Let's take a look.
Square button,
Bring
takedown.
them both to me.
How is that a one shot?
Sleep tight.
Oh my god.
How do I get to that
MJ can
house?
disable or avoid enemies to achieve a goal.
There's a way to avoid them.
You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or avoid
that
enemies to
woman
achieve a
this
goal.
whole night as you tracked the spider.
Get over here!
Shit.
Find him,
Get on you!
she will be nearby. Bring them both to me.
Team 5 has
Do not play games with us!
Just be close to the spider. Hear from them when they're finished. Yeah.
Square button, takedown.
They're here.
Square button, takedown.
Please tell me that was a checkpoint.
How do I get to that
Use
house?
distractions to split up groups of enemies.
My hunters.
L1 button, aim
You have
distraction.
been stalked by that woman this whole night as you tracked
L1
the
button,
spider.
aim distraction.
When you find him, she will be nearby. Bring them both to me.
Stand by.
Square button, takedown.
Team 5 hasn't reported in yet. Must be close to the spider. Hear from them when they're finished.
Square button, takedown.
Stay on her.
God! Dang, I was like right at the checkpoint too.
How do I get to that
MJ
house?
can disable or avoid enemies to achieve her goals.
Wait,
My hunters.
I guess it.
You have been
MJ can
stalked
disable
by
or
that
avoid enemies to
woman
achieve her
this
goals.
whole night as you tracked the spider. When you find him, she will be nearby.
Did I have no idea?
Both to me.
Ich habe was gehört.
Where did he go? The window.
Left stick up, plus, cross button, ball.
A hunter grabs MJ from behind and holds a knife to her neck. MJ headbutts the hunter and stuns her. MJ presses her hand to her head and winces.
Peter, I need you to come.
Peter, under the symbiote's control, drags an unconscious hunter using tendrils from his arm. He stares at MJ, who looks back with wide, terrified eyes. Peter swings away on tendrils. MJ holds her phone to her ear.
Miles,
Miles clings to a house.
go after him.
Miles swings after Peter.
Sorry I'm late. What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. I think it has something to do with that suit. It's called a symbiote, and it's an alien.
What? Like he's wearing an alien?
Just help him, Miles. Please.
I'm on it, MJ. I'm on it.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. Resume,
What's happening?
Sorry I'm late. What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. I think it has something to do with that suit. It's called a symbiote, and it's an alien.
What? Like he's wearing an alien?
Just help him, Miles. Please.
I'm on it, MJ. I'm on it.
Miles perches, overlooking Peter as he ferociously fights off a crowd of hunters.
Spider-Man! It's me!
Peter uses his symbiote arm to hurl a manhole cover at Miles, who flips out of its way.
Square button, circle button, dodge under legs.
He just threw a manhole cover at me!
Are you sure it was at you?
Pretty sure. He stopped outside the Queensboro tunnel.
Square button,
There are
circle button,
hunters
dodge under
everywhere.
legs.
I'm heading over there now. Don't let the hunters chase him away again.
You got it.
Now there's many places to run. Just saying.
Man, stop! What's going on? Talk to me! I thought he was just being weird before. This is way different. It's like he's
Square
not
button,
even there.
circle button, dodge under legs. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Whoa!
Triangle button,
Make
circle
way!
button, finisher.
Spider-Man!
Triangle
Me!
button, circle button, finisher.
Spider-Man! Remember?
Triangle button,
Come
circle
on!
button, finisher.
Snap out of it! How am I gonna finish my college
Triangle
essay
button,
without my
circle
favorite
button,
tutor?
finisher.
Oh!
Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
I'm almost there, Miles. How's Peter?
Triangle
Angry
button, circle
and
button,
not
finisher.
listening to anything I say.
Triangle button,
We might
circle
have
button,
to try
finisher.
something else then.
I'm open to suggestions.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher. 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 Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Oh boy.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Miles dodges a hunter's arrow. Peter attacks
Whoa.
the hunter.
Miles, I need you to seal me and Pete in the tunnels.
What?
If I can just talk to him alone, I know I can snap him out of this.
MJ, I don't know if that's the best.
Now, Miles!
Miles swings at Peter, kicking him backward into an underpass tunnel. Miles webs the top of the tunnel and pulls. MJ speeds inside as it collapses behind her. Inside the tunnel, debris rains on MJ, causing her motorcycle to topple over and sending her hurtling across the pavement, skidding along the rough surface.
MJ, are you okay?
Yeah. But I don't see Pete. Hang on.
I just want to talk.
Left stick up, plus, cross button, squeeze through.
Oh boy.
I don't want to hurt you. Where are you going? Stop! You're gonna flood the tunnel.
MJ clutches her stun gun.
Stupid.
She steps gingerly along a dimly lit maintenance area. Twisted rebar protrudes from the floor.
Pete?
Peter leaps out from behind a shelf. MJ throws herself to the ground. A jackhammer topples and triggers. The noise causes Peter to wince and squirm. MJ hurries over to the jackhammer. Peter throws himself to the ceiling and convulses in pain. MJ grabs a wrench from the floor and brings it down on the jackhammer. She looks up at Peter on the ceiling. He drops to the floor on his side. MJ crawls toward him and stares apprehensively.
I know you're still in there, Peter. You have to be.
She slowly reaches out toward him. The symbiote around Peter's head retracts, exposing his face. His eyes are shut. MJ stares at him fretfully. Miles spins and slams a fist into a hunter's face, then dodges and throws him sideways.
Any updates, MJ?
Oh man.
How's everything going in there?
I found Peter, but he's asleep.
Is that good?
I don't... I'm gonna try to wake him. Can you hold off the hunters for a little while longer?
I'll try.
Eyes on target!
Mind if I spider steal this? That sounded better in my head. Any updates, MJ? How's everything going in there?
I found Peter, but he's asleep.
Is that good?
I don't... I'm gonna try to wake him. Can you hold off the hunters for a little while longer?
I'll try.
Man, you guys suck in the coordination department.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
You know, we're making a lot of noise. Police will be here soon. Just giving y'all a heads up, you're gonna have an audience when you move in a minute.
Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Watch out for webbing! Dog in here!
Triangle button, circle button, finisher. 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 Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
MJ, he wake up yet?
Miles? I can't... I'm waking up. Need more time.
MJ!
Triangle
Okay.
button, circle
Gotta
button,
get in there
finisher.
soon. After I finish with these guys.
Parry L1 button or jump cross button away from heavy attacks. Triangle
I'm gonna end
button,
this.
circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Spider-Man! Oh no.
The crane won't respond!
A construction worker waves urgently from a collapsing crane.
Help!
Miles webs a hunter to the ground, then knocks out two others. He leaps off a railing and webs himself to the rotating crane. Miles watches as the worker hurtles helplessly toward the ground.
Hang on!
Miles zips down, grabs the worker, and clings to a railing safely. The crane explodes behind him. Miles is spider sense. The worker jabs him with a syringe.
Wait. Spasibo.
Miles loosens his grip.
You're welcome.
He drops from the railing and lands on a street below before the collapsed tunnel. He lifts his head weakly, but succumbs to unconsciousness. Craven lands on the street and peers down at Miles. Hunters drop beside their leader, and a gunship aims at the rubble blocking the tunnel.
Open it!
In the tunnel,
Pete, wake up. Wake up!
MJ shakes him. She spots her stun gun on its side on the ground, then picks it up.
This might sting a little.
She activates it, then presses it to Peter's neck. Peter convulses and turns to his side. MJ scoots back, then peers at him closely as rope-like tendrils of symbiote slither across his back like black snakes.
MJ.
Symbiote covers his face. His eyes narrow. He stares into MJ's terrified eyes, then launches tendrils at her. MJ dodges and scurries to her
Left
feet.
stick up plus R2 button. Sprint.
I wasn't trying to hurt you! Don't look, don't look!
Peter's symbiote tendril sees MJ.
That's enough!
She stuns him and breaks free from his grasp. MJ vaults barricade. Peter leaps over her and crashes through support beams. MJ hurdles Peter's symbiote tendrils.
There! That's my exit!
MJ slides under a girder and shuffles to her feet. She glances at a distracted Peter, then hurries through an open door to hide. Peter drops to the floor and peers through the open doorway. MJ is out of sight with her back pressed to a wall. He hurries away, heading toward the tunnel's exit.
Hope you managed better than I did, Miles.
But he didn't.
Outside the tunnel,
We searched the whole tunnel.
hunters approach Craven.
He is gone.
For now.
Craven looks over at Miles, who is sprawled out and unconscious.
But he will come to me soon enough.
A meteor is in a black dreamscape. Ink-colored symbiote expands in a straight line up from the meteor. Lively appendages expand in all directions with surfaces of viscous flowing blackness. They wrap tightly around the meteor. Now Peter awakens on a bench outside in black clothing. He opens his eyes, then slowly sits up. He looks around a crowded sidewalk as people go about their hurried business. Peter takes his phone out of his pocket and sits on the head of the bench. His screen is filled with notifications from MJ and Rio. A text from Harry. Come to my place when you get this. Peter saunters away from the bench, moving along the sidewalk.
You can afford to try a new suit or suit style. Press touchpad button to keep it fresh.
Bench?
Wake up complete. Reward 2,250 XP.
Weird dreams, though. Harry left another message.
Pete, I really need that suit back. Dad's working on a new cure, but I don't know. Bring it back, please.
I wonder if Harry really needs the suit. I mean, if I keep it, the city's a better place. Everyone benefits. Everybody wins when Spider-Man's at his best, right? And Norman's a smart guy. I'm sure he'll figure out a different cure for Harry.
Anything you want to talk through?
E questa roba la chiamano gelato? Incredibile.
Not looking forward to my early shift tomorrow.
And then what? Oh, that's it. Jeez, who ticked you off this morning?
Triangle button. Interact.
Huh?
If you're good, that's something we can chat about. I saw a tree fall and crush a parked car last week. Oh, it was so windy. Stop thinking about things you can't.
I'm exhausted. Had 3 night shifts in a row.
Look at it just one way. Think we covered everything with that. Okay, think this conversation has reached its expiration. Brooklyn, if that's
We as a society need to have a collective reckoning with the notion of hero. As I warned, a monster we were told was cured has returned to wreak havoc, and Spider-Man failed to protect us. Once again, Dr. Kurt Connors, the Lizard, rampages through our streets. The good doctor dragged Spider-Man around town in one of the most pathetic...
Alert. Daily Bugle. New article from Mary Jane Watson.
Bugle web alert. New article from MJ.
Wait, she published before I could read it?
In morning light, a symbiote-tainted Peter swings to an overlook. He pulls out his phone, which shows an article written by MJ. What's up with old Spider-Man? Reckless property damage, violent outbursts? Is he causing more harm than good?
MJ, what are you doing?
He stows his phone and swings off. Harry sits at a desk. He shakes several pills into his palm, then tosses them into his mouth. Peter opens the door and breezes into the room. He wears black pants and a black long-sleeved shirt.
Hey, buddy. How you feeling?
Peter casually strolls toward Harry.
I need that suit back.
MJ walks in carrying 2 mugs and freezes.
Pete.
She sets the mugs down.
What do you remember about last night?
I just remember feeling tired.
Pete. You're not yourself. That suit is changing you.
This suit is the only reason I'm still alive.
Yeah, it's pretty great, isn't it?
Why don't you pop some more pills and say what you're really feeling?
Hey, don't.
I'm busting my ass out there trying to save you, and this is what I get?
I said don't.
She grabs her stun gun.
I saw your story.
She conceals it.
I tried to tell you about that.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
I can't lose this job,
Your
Pete.
job is to write the truth.
I did.
The truth is, I'm the hero here, not you.
Peter advances on MJ, then glances back at Harry, who leans heavily on his cane. Peter storms out. MJ and Harry look at one another, then hang their heads. Peter walks down a dark wood hall, clenching and unclenching his fists. In a lab, Norman looks at computer monitors with a furrowed brow and distressed eyes. One screen shows a foreclosure notice. The other shows a data summary. Genetic recombination failure. Peter walks in.
Oh. How was your visit with Harry?
Peter shrugs half-heartedly. Norman gives a disappointed nod, then stands and picks up a tablet.
Don't worry, Harry's gonna get better.
Norman plops the tablet down and leans against a nearby table. In the hall, Harry approaches the doorway but remains out of sight.
Thank you. For being his friend.
Norman's lip quivers. He squeezes his eyes shut and pulls Peter into an embrace. Peter hesitates for a moment before returning it.
Watching you two grow up together. You're like a son to me.
Norman releases Peter. In the hallway, Harry hangs his head.
I am so proud of the man you've become.
Harry withdraws back into the shadows, limping heavily.
Thanks, Mr. Osborn. I gotta run.
Peter backs away from Norman, then turns and leaves. Norman watches him go, then studies the tall tank walled in by metal shutters. His gaze drops to the floor. In the office, MJ sits on a couch. Harry bursts in with a heavy limp. Outside a nearby window, Peter swings by on a web. Harry hurls his cane at the window and falls.
Are you okay?
Go. Please.
MJ stands and hovers near Harry. She doesn't approach as he struggles toward the window to pull himself back onto his feet.
Harry.
I said to leave!
Harry glares at MJ with a snarl. She snaps her jaw shut, then retrieves her backpack and leaves the office. Harry faces the window and squeezes his eyes shut.
A lot of work to do. And as usual, looks like I gotta do it myself.
I'm the hero here. Complete. Rewards 350 XP.
Peter,
You can afford to
where's
try a new
Miles?
super suit style.
He didn't come home
Press
last night.
touchpad
He's
button
not
to keep
answering
it
my
fresh.
calls. Hello? I'm at my office. Tell him
R3
to come
button.
see
Place
me.
waypoint.
Now.
Why can't anyone take care of themselves? It's always up to me.
Triangle button. Create web line.
No, I'm sure he's fine. But give me a call if you see him. Thanks, Tam. Miles,
Symbiote Peter enters Rio's office through a window.
I've been calling you. For hours. Nothing. You know Miles has been hunting Lee.
I'll find him.
I'm calling the hospital.
I said I'd find him. I've got this under control.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. Not school, not his friends. How to help you. Go help him.
Peter turns away from Rio's
Screw
gaze, then swings out of the office.
Rio. You should have told her off, man. Just saying.
Miles awakens and peers around to see that he's trapped inside of a hanging steel cage. He stands.
How did I get here?
Miles breaks off the front of the cage. The pieces fall through the grid of lasers below. He swings to the top of the cage and peers down.
This place has tight security.
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
One down.
L1 button.
Just need to
R1
block the
button.
rest of them.
Hold. Pull.
That didn't work.
L1 button. R1 button.
Maybe one of the
Hold.
others will.
Pull.
There.
L1 button.
That
R1
cleared a
button.
small path.
Hold. Pull.
Hello?
L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to ceiling.
Who was that guy who knocked me out? What about Pete and MJ?
L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to ground. Circle button. Drop from ceiling. L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to ceiling. L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to ceiling.
The smallest are often the swiftest. Aren't you curious? Great. Who am I?
L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to ceiling.
Raven.
Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
You're right. The smallest are the swiftest.
L1 button plus square button venom punch.
Miles punches through a door. Lasers move back and forth over a gap.
L2 button
Why
plus
would Kraven
R2
lock me
button
up
zip
in
to
here?
perch.
Genki, I need you, man.
L2 button plus R2 button zip to perch.
Crap, I remember that.
Steel doors trap Miles. Green gas fills the room.
Poison? I have to get out of here. Those generators look like they power the fans.
L1 button plus square button charge generator. L2 button plus R2 button zip to ceiling. L1 button plus square button charge generator.
One more.
L1 button R1 button
Need to
hold.
power up
pull.
to others.
L1 button R1 button hold pull. L2 button plus R2 button zip to wall.
It's gotta be behind something.
L1 button plus square button charge generator.
There we go.
That door looks like the only way out. You guys know a way out of here?
You will never leave this place.
It's starting to feel that way.
Triangle button circle button finisher. Triangle button circle button finisher. L1 button parry. Triangle button circle button finisher. Triangle button circle button finisher. L1 button parry. L1 button parry.
What's with all the traps anyway?
Testing your work.
Triangle button circle button finisher.
Well, I worked for the half of you fools with the other, so
Square button circle button dodge under leg.
why are we really testing that?
Triangle button circle button finisher. 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 Square button hold air launch. Triangle button circle button finisher. Triangle button circle button finisher. Square button hold air launch. Square button, hold, air launch. Square button, hold, air launch. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
That's all of them. There has to be a way out of here. It sounded like they were waiting for me.
L2 button, plus, R2 button, web tunnel.
This place never ends.
L2 button, plus, R2 button,
What if
zip
the
to
hunters
wall.
know who I really am? What if they took off my mask? What if... Genki, can you hear me now? Please. Did they get to him? Did they get to Mom?
Craven is calling for more talent drones upstairs.
He must be enjoying himself. Usually he doesn't play with his food this long.
L2 button plus R2 button. Zip to ceiling. Triangle button.
More
Web strike
hunters.
takedown. Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
Craven seems to believe this will be the one.
Triangle
I
button.
wonder
Web
if
strike
he's right.
takedown.
There is an
Triangle button.
electricity
Web
to
strike
the air.
takedown.
After so many have failed, it seems impossible for anything to kill
Triangle
him.
button. Web strike takedown.
I guess we'll...
Triangle button. Web strike takedown. Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
Stalking Pete. Did they get him? The tape recorder? Could bust through the door. It'll be loud.
L2 button
there's
plus
another
R2
way.
button. Zip to ceiling. Triangle button. Web strike takedown. Triangle button. Web strike takedown. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Resume. Restart.
Nah, screw it.
L1 button plus
bust through the
square
door.
button. Pin and punch.
It'll be loud.
L1 button plus
Maybe
square
there's
button.
another
Pin and
way.
punch. L1 button plus square button. Pin and punch. L2 button plus R2 button. Zip to ceiling. Triangle button. Web strike takedown. 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 Square button. Ceiling takedown. Square button. Ceiling takedown. Triangle button. Web strike 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 takedown. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher.
How did he see me while with bears? I want to know.
Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. Triangle button. Circle button. Finisher. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Left stick. Target select.
That looks like an exit. I need to find out why Craven brought me here. Just have to get out of here and call Spider-Man.
L2 button plus R2 button.
okay.
Wet hunter.
Miles lands in a room packed with hunters.
Okay. What's going on?
Tall hunters hold shields.
This is... Okay.
Broad-shouldered hunters open double doors and step aside for Miles. Miles cautiously steps through the doorway. Miles wanders outside into a wide sunlit courtyard. Doors close behind him, and he turns around to glance at them. The courtyard walls are adorned with wood pikes. Countless hunters are packed into balconies and peer down at Miles, jiving wildly, as though in a modern-day Roman Colosseum.
There's no escape.
Lee burns with negative energy. His power-suppressing collar is gone.
I tried.
A figure with massive shoulders stands from his throne on one of the center balconies. Craven.
I expected you sooner. Where is the energy of youth, huh?
Miles peers up at the crowd of onlooking hunters.
Fight to the death. Or die here together.
Craven sits on his throne. Miles paces toward Lee.
Of course the supervillain idiot had to have a throne.
I didn't have a choice.
You always have a choice.
Miles assumes a fighter's stance while Lee deftly twirls his sword.
Cross button. Jump over low horizontal attacks. Press cross button to continue.
I am done wasting my time fighting weaklings. Prove you are worthy of my life.
I understand you want to
Circle
kill
button.
me,
Crush attacks.
but I can't let you do that.
What makes you think you deserve to live?
I won't die as the man that I was.
Fast. I need to find an opening. You don't get to walk away from what you did. The inner demons, devil's breath, the city hall bombing.
Don't recount my sins to me. I know what you've done.
You have no idea.
Ow.
It had to be done.
I am done wasting my time fighting weaklings. Prove you are worthy of my life.
I understand you want to kill me, but I can't let you do that.
What makes you think you deserve to live?
I won't die as the man that I was.
You don't get to walk away from what you did. The inner demons, devil's breath, the city hall bombing.
Don't recount my sins to me. I know what.
You have no idea.
No!
Yes! Did Craven bring you here, or was this voluntary?
Save your superiority complex. We're both in this arena.
Looks like serving time didn't change you at all.
You're wrong. Back off!
We awaken something in you, Spider. And you in him. Show me more. Well done.
Enough of this!
Fast. I need to find an opening.
You might be fast, but I'm faster.
Move!
No!
Come on. Just need an opening.
Do not let your prey get too close, Spider.
Back off!
Lee throws Miles back with a blast of energy, then leaps and thrusts his sword downward. Miles grips the blade.
You'll never defeat me! Spider-Man doesn't kill.
You never fought this one.
Lee's blade stabs the ground. Miles hurls Lee backward.
No! Venom's not working. Do you feel any regret for what you've done?
Whatever I did to you in the past, it's never been personal.
I'm sure to you it wasn't.
What do you want? An apology?
I want you to feel even half the pain you caused me.
Enough of this!
Parry L1 button or jump cross button away from heavy attacks. button. Select.
Oh crap.
Where is your feast? Back up!
Yeah, kind of.
Yes, there it is. Enough of this!
You know, where you can't fight it.
That negative energy will mess me up!
Watch him carefully, Spider. He will take what he stole. I don't want to have to kill you!
Wow!
Triangle button.
Maybe
Circle
you
button.
have
Finish.
changed! You stay down!
Back up! Enough of this!
Parry. L1 button or jump. Cross button. Away from heavy attacks.
This is gonna be the last time you hurt anybody!
You're a cliche! At least the other spider has a man behind the mask!
You don't know
Lee tumbles to the ground, dropping his sword. He stands and fires negative energy, which blasts a hole in the skylight above. Miles flips over Lee, but Lee grabs him and pulls him in close.
Let's do this my way.
Miles is pulled into an abstract and colorless space.
Where are you?
Debris floats before a backdrop of decrepit skyrises. A demonic entity towers over Miles.
This is you.
Miles clutches his head, then dodges a strike from the demon.
Can't let him get away! Not again! I need to keep my head in the game. I'm not really here right now. None of this is real.
What's more real than fear?
Talk about the floor as lava.
What are you doing to me?
Taking a look at
Cross
your
button.
soul.
Jump.
I see a boy, terrified of being alone, of failing his family.
Keep talking! You're not getting away from me! You can't hurt me!
Everyone has a breaking point. Even Spider-Man. It's just a matter of finding it. And I have all the time in the world to dig into you.
Get out of my head, man!
Out of your head. But there's so much to see in